Hello guys, and Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. I hope you're all having an amazing morning. I know I sure am. And I've been hearing that a lot of my fans have been asking for the Oculus Quest 2 for this Christmas. So I figured I'd put this video together to inform you guys what are some of the best games to get for your Oculus Quest 2. I've been playing games on the Oculus platform since it was first released in May of 2019, so I'm a fan of all games old and new. I'm going to tell you what are the top 10 games that you need to experience with VR on the Oculus Quest 2. It's hard to put these in orders from greatest to least greatest, so don't pay much attention to the rank and the order of these games. They're all amazing. So, let's look at some games. Dash Dash World is a VR racing game that's a very similar feel to Mario Kart. Out of the few racing games that are on the Quest platform at the moment, this one is definitely the best. Dash Dash World's racing maps have the perfect amount of sharp corners, long roads, speed boost, and power-ups. The gameplay is simple, fun, and will have you coming back for more every time. There's online multiplayer where you can do public or private matches of up to 8 people, a career mode, and an offline mode with bots. On top of that, there's a ton of unlockables and cosmetics that you can customize your car with to your liking. It has about the same amount of replayability as Mario Kart, if not more, which is honestly pretty good for a VR game. If you're looking for a fun party racing game, then Dash Dash World is the game for you. Contractors is a fast-paced multiplayer shooter that allows you to make your own loadouts and play with matches in various maps and game modes. Basically, Contractors is the closest VR game on the Quest that you could compare to Call of Duty. Fighting in Contractors can be really fun, but also really frustrating at times. While sometimes you will want to play like Call of Duty and keep running straight into the map full autoing at enemies, that won't always work out for you. You have to mentally recalibrate yourself to the specifics of how Contractors plays. The weapon recoil can be pretty nasty, so it's very important to slow your fire when at a range. Headshots are a one-hit kill in this game, so unless you're in a panic, you should take the extra time to get that headshot. What's also really cool about Contractors is that the sliding works by you physically ducking. On top of that, you can dual-wield weapons such as 2 SMGs. I've never had such a cinematic feeling until I was physically crouching down, sliding, and opening fire on someone. So if you got the Quest looking for an online fast-paced shooter, then Contractors is the game you need to get. Lies Beneath is a comic book-styled nightmare action horror game. It takes place in Alaska while you are a girl who is trying to get back to her father after a horrific car crash. This journey is anything but ordinary, and everything wants to kill you. The comic book art style that this game has is simplistic, brilliant, and horrifying all at the same time. The game mechanics work flawlessly along with the game. Reloading, interacting with items, and using melee weapons all feel amazing to use. Throwing hatchets or using them to cut down barriers are also satisfying. While the amount of weapons you have access to is kind of limited, it makes up with the constant changing of environments and enemies. You are constantly exploring into new environments, and when you enter one of these new environments, you have no idea what kind of foes to expect. The game is exhilarating, horrifying, and I've definitely screamed a few times playing this game. What I really love about this horror game is that it's not just a simulation where you walk around to get jump scared. You have to explore while you protect yourself and fight back from the horrors using your guns and limited ammo. The closest game I could compare this to would be the horrifying title of Dead Space. Echo VR is a free title on the Quest store that is the multiplayer part of the Rift game Lone Echo. Echo VR is an esports-like competitive sports game that takes place in zero gravity with the objective being to throw a frisbee into the opposing team's goal. Basically any ball sport, but with many twists to it. The game has an awesome sci-fi appearance to it, making you feel like you're playing inside of an arena from the movie Tron. The gameplay can get very immersive and very intense, and I would highly recommend having your Guardian on, as you will become very determined to grab the disc. Trust me. So while the aesthetics, controls, and gameplay are pretty spot on, the only strong downside about this game is the player base. This game will have a lot of sweaty players who will destroy you and dance on your grave. There are also a lot of people who will complain and trash talk during these games, despite them winning or losing. Put these two together and you can get some pretty toxic games. Although I will admit, it really just depends on who you are matched with. All in all, it's a well-designed game and it's free on top of that.
We will prevail and you will die.
FNAF Help Wanted. Oh boy, what a game. This VR spin-off is actually a collection of the first 3 FNAF games, plus a few mini-games on top of that. So as far as having content, this game is stacked. All of the FNAF games were rebuilt from the ground up to work in VR, and they look beautifully horrifying. The animatronics are completely animated, and there aren't just a PNG that's part of a slideshow game. You can see them stroll up to your office and stare at you through the windows. When you're in VR, this game feels many times more horrifying. Feeling like you're actually trapped in the office while the animatronics try and hunt you down is a feeling you won't forget. And not to mention the sheer size of these guys will make you shiver. The new additional minigames make extra use of being in VR, and they are a lot of fun to play and to show your friends. All in all, this game is a complete package of almost everything FNAF and all reworked into a virtual reality experience. If you are a FNAF fan, this game is a must-get. You must have heard about this game by now. SUPERHOT has been around for a long time and on many platforms. But I have to say the best way to experience this game is on the Oculus Quest 2. Being completely wireless and having a full range of motion with no worry about cables makes the game feel all the more immersive. SUPERHOT is a perfect introductory game to the new VR users to get them used to moving your whole body when in gunfights or combat. You'll be ducking, dodging, and firing bullets while in slow motion until you hone your skills to crank up the speed. Not to mention the high clarity of the Quest 2 resolution makes the game look and feel sharper and snappier than ever before. This game is a beaut to play and a ton of fun to share with your friends to watch them in real life as they go through the motions. SUPERHOT is simply a must-have for all Oculus Quest 2 owners. The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners is the current pinnacle to VR zombie games. Previous zombie games were primarily just shoot 'em up types, but Saints and Sinners indulges itself in taking it slow. This is the first zombie VR game that I've seen that puts so much detail into the melee mechanics. Easily swapping your weapon between hands, having light and heavyweight weapons, and grabbing zombies to get up close and personal to them to stab their eyes out. All this feels amazing, but it comes with the cost of stamina. Your stamina in this game is very limited, as well as your movement speed. Running from zombies is not always an option, and even killing them sometimes doesn't help. It's these limitations your character has that makes the game stakes so much higher. There's so much to keep track of and so much to progress on that you'll never be bored playing this game. Population 1 is the only battle royale game on the Quest store at the moment, and I honestly don't think any VR game could top this one. Pop 1's gameplay fits VR perfectly with its fast-paced gameplay, VR-utilized controls, and squad play. There is a huge lack of VR games that have a good squad play system where you can easily play several matches with your friends, and this is the best game for it. Population 1 has a ton of replayability, as simply traversing the map, getting loot, and getting kills is addicting enough on its own. There's so much to learn and so many skills to hone, and the only way to get better is by playing more. I would highly recommend playing Pop 1 with your friends, as with every battle royale, communication is vital for getting wins. As the player base is very active and getting into games can happen very fast at times, this is one of my biggest must-buys if you're going to get any shooter for the Quest. It's polished, it's fast, it's competitive, and it's fun. I'm sure you are already planning on getting this game without me even having to tell you about it. Beat Saber is a literal system seller for VR as a whole, and it's certainly not an exception for the Oculus Quest 2. From my experience, the Quest 2 plays Beat Saber just as well as the Rift, and I actually kind of prefer playing it on the Quest 2 over the Rift. I've been playing Beat Saber since it was released in 2018, and it has come such a long way from what it once was. From adding custom Saber colors, music packs, 360 levels, and most recently multiplayer, Beat Saber now feels more than complete. This game is such a great way to break a sweat while also feeling like a complete beast as you slice blocks to the music. Also, moving around is always healthy, and especially in this time of everyone staying at home. With nothing more to say, Beat Saber is a must-have for literally everyone. My home sweet home, Rec Room is the biggest social game on the Quest platform, even outperforming VR chat. If you can look past the Roblox disappearance and its younger player base, then Rec Room has so much to offer to you. The people who play Rec Room are a blessing and a curse. You can meet some really funny people who are fun to hang around, as well as just some really annoying people who make you question why you installed the game. Just try to ignore them and you'll be fine. Alongside hanging with people, you can also play PvP games such as paintball, laser tag, and battle royale if you're feeling competitive. There's so much to do and so much to explore and so many people to meet on this one simple free game. It's such a nice casual app to hang and play with people, and I'll be damned if I haven't made enough videos to prove it. This is one of those games where you just need to embrace the weirdness and chaos of it to enjoy it, though I still recommend it for everyone to at least give it a try. So that's my list for my top 10 favorite games on the Oculus Quest 2. I hope you guys can try some of them out, and hopefully you guys will enjoy them as much as I do. Thank you guys again for watching, and hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Thank you.
Baby, can you see the snow? Wherever you are, boy, I need to know if I'm on your mind, like you stay in mine. Cause Christmas ain't the same here without you. Just another mistletoe that I can't stand cause I'm on my